What's up, guys? I'm kind of tired of hearing about the Lamborghini and the Bentleys and all these luxury cars as if there's some like gift from God or there's some fucking magical vehicle. And people acting like going from having a Honda or a Toyota to a Lamborghini is like somehow dramatically changing and dramatically improving their life. Because in reality, all it is a car that costs about 10 times as much and requires about 10 times as much repair. Um, so basically, yeah, 10 times the money and 10 times the pain in the ass. I mean, most of these Toyotas and Hondas and other affordable cars like that, they they run pretty well. They don't need a whole lot of repair, and they're affordable, and you can take them to the gas station or wherever, or the park or wherever the fuck you're going, and you don't have to have a heart attack about it getting stolen. I mean, it's not like average cars don't get stolen. I mean, there's a lot of stolen cars, but it's not like you don't have to worry nearly as much about it getting stolen. Um, and they're practical cars, and if you look at the newer models, I mean, if you can afford a newer model, I mean, they look pretty slick to me. Like, it's almost as good as, like, the aesthetics are almost as good as these luxury cars anyway if you're buying brand new. Which, most people, including myself, shouldn't be buying brand new cars anyway. Um, but that's just something I wanted to say. It's a bit goofy that they act like something that's 10 times as expensive and that solves the same problem as of transportation and 10 times the pain in the ass is somehow going to magically transform your life. But I do have to say that this music, that I've been listening to a lot of trap rap music that, every single song has to say something about cars, these luxury cars. Fuck, you know. But I don't think that the music is necessarily taken literally, and people think that these cars are better. But I also want to add that people that own these cars, they don't just have them as their daily commuter cars. They'll have some nice car, just some reasonable nice car, as their daily commuter car, and then they'll take these things out on the track on the weekends or something. And if someone, so I would say that just like there's nothing wrong with wanting something like this, and for people, and I just want to say that, like, for people who listen to this music, especially if they have the big financial goals of actually to to of getting rich enough to actually afford these types of things, to keep in mind that, like, it's not going to be just some like average, like, daily commuter vehicle. They're more of like a toy of sorts that people will take out for fun. It's not really it's not really the same kind of thing, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to add that. And I watched this documentary, Young Dolph documentary about Young Dolph. And Young Dolph, he's one of my favorite artists. I'm not gonna diss him or anything, but there was this thing in that video where he gave some guy in his neighborhood, or the point is somebody he knew from his neighborhood or something that he grew up in, that was like in financially, like, a financially average working class person, and he gave them a brand new Mercedes, like brand new expensive luxury Mercedes of some sort. And that's very nice of him, and I guess, and everyone's congratulating him in the video, and they're like, "Oh, that's so nice of you. You didn't have to do that." Blah blah blah. But the thing is he gave the guy, and I don't know if the guy had a car to begin with or not, but he basically gave this guy this expensive vast toy that's gonna cost him more money than it would otherwise. So, especially if the guy already had a car of any kind, any functional car, then what basically happened is he gave the guy something that solves the same problem of transportation, only it's 10 times as much of a pain in the ass, and it has 10 times as many repairs and shit. So basically just gave him like an inconvenience more than anything. And I don't think he would have meant to do that, but I'm just kind of pointing that out. And maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe the guy is actually getting money like that, and I just don't know. But I just wanted to say something about this because for some reason I was on a road trip, and I was just listening to a bunch of songs, and I just got tired of hearing about these Lamborghinis every song, and it started making me want one, even though I know they don't fit my lifestyle that I want, and they just seem really like an annoyance more than anything. So uh, I'm never gonna get one of these things. Like at least very very unlikely to ever get them, even if I did have the money to get it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say about cars. And good luck in 2021. It's gonna be a new year, an exciting new year. I hope.